bitch, you, yeah.
Us as human beings, you know, it's so crazy and it's so fucked up because it's something that's usually like swept under the rug and shit, and it shouldn't be. But there are people in our so-called circle, in our lives, you know, that we just talk to, whether it's family, friends, associates, co-workers, whoever. But there are people to where it's around us, okay? Like when it's just, you know, you and them personally, they can relate to you well. They can bond with you. You know, you guys get along and y'all have so much in common. You guys are cool and shit like that. But then when they get around a certain group of people, like people that's around from their community, for the most part, you know, people that they grew up with, they went to school with, or that just know them well, they change, okay? And sometimes, you know, when they get around those people, they act like they don't really fuck with you, or they don't know you, like their energy is different. You know what I mean? And shit. Let me tell you something. We tend to think that, oh, maybe they're embarrassed of me. You know, maybe they're embarrassed of me because I don't talk like people that's from where they're from. I don't act like people that's where they're from. I don't look like people that's where they're from. And we tend to think, oh, they're embarrassed of me, you know, because I'm short, or because I look like this, or because I like this kind of music, or because I speak this way, or else I pronounce, you know, my words this way. See, you have to understand, whenever a person like is around you and they acting like they cool with you and they bond with you and they fuck with you real heavy and shit like that, and you know, when someone else is around, they change up, they're embarrassed of themselves, okay? There's nothing wrong with you. Nothing is wrong with you. You're the truth. You the GOAT. You can be yourself around other people 24/7. You don't change. You know what I'm saying? You don't give a fuck who judges you, or who criticizes you, or who thinks you're weird, or who thinks something is wrong with you, or who think that you're throw it off, or you on some other shit. Good. You know what I'm saying? It's like the saying goes, man. You know, motherfuckers laugh at you because you different. I laugh at you, laugh at them motherfuckers because they're the same. They basic. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you too extra. Oh, you always got to be different. Oh, you always got to stand out. You always got to be a fucking follower, bitch. You know what I'm saying? You always got to fucking fit in. You know what I'm saying? I'm custom made. I wasn't made to fit in. You know what I mean? But anyway, long story short, see, I'm getting off subject because I get heated about shit like this. Because the reason why is because people that are good-hearted people, most of the time think they have to change because of the fucking scumbags in their environment. You know what I mean? And, you know, people, let me tell you something. The problem is we have a problem being lonely. We think that if we stop fucking with certain people, you know, it's like, oh, I'm not going to find another friend. I'm not going to have a person to hang out with. I'm not going to have a person to go to fucking karaoke and go have drinks and go smoke weed with. So fucking what? You know what? And I tell this people all the time. I'm so fucking glad I started smoking weed. I'm 36. I ain't started smoking weed till I was fucking 31. You know, but real heavy when I started moving to Los Angeles. But smoking weed made me be antisocial. Yes, I am still a people's person. You know what I'm saying? But no, I don't fuck with everybody. I don't smoke with everybody. I don't talk to everybody. I am very standoffish now. You know what I mean? Because people are fucking fake in this world. You know what I'm saying? And I notice people like that. And I'm going to be honest. In New Orleans and in California, those are the only two places two states, different states that I've ever lived in. But I noticed that with a lot of people, like a lot of black people, you know, like 1 minute they're around me, but then when black people get around the essays, they start to change. You know, same thing with white people. You get around white people, around you, they act like they urban, or they from the ghetto, or they from the fucking poverty areas and shit. And they get around other white people and, you know, they start acting different, like uppity, you know, and real arrogant and cocky and shit. So everyone has experienced that. But people, is like I say, nothing is wrong with you. Those people are embarrassed of themselves. And people look at you and they want to be just like you, but they don't have the balls, they don't have the nuts to stand up and fucking take a stand and just be themselves. People, let me tell you something. That is fucking horrible. That is miserable. That is fucking like worthless. That is below a slave to live a life for other people's approval and happiness. Dude, let me tell you something. You know how many fucking women I've dated, or I fucked around with, or, you know, just was cool with, or vibe with, and would tell me all the time, oh baby, you know what? You would look so much better if you would just cut your hair. Or you would cut your hair. Don't get me wrong, yeah, I'm gonna cut my hair at some time, you know what I'm saying, but no time soon. But you know how many fucking women I done ran into, and just off of looking at me, just be like, oh my God, I would suck your cock right now. You know, I mean, not necessarily, well, yeah, a few times, especially in California, you know what I'm saying, I hear in the city of love, you know, yeah, but, you know, I love having hair, you know what I'm saying, I'm you know, I feel like I'm Samson. What that was, Samson and Delilah, when a man was strong because all his hair and shit, and he told his secret to a bitch and she cut it off. But, you know, don't let people change you. If people can't be themselves, fuck them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that they're not a good friend or a good person, but that person is not going to bring you happiness. That person is going to bring your energy down, man. Any motherfucker that you around that basically they're not comfortable with themselves, and no, they have to change around people, fuck them. You don't want to be around people like that. You know, I don't want people like that around me, and I don't want their mutual friends around me neither. You know, if I'm cool with a person and they friend like, man, you know, why they sound like that, or why they talk like that, or who they is, or where they from, fuck them. And it's like I say, when a person is a real friend, they will check their mutual friend. They'll be like, hey, chill. Hey, you good? Hey, nigga, what's your problem? Hey, chill. You know, that man ain't did you nothing. Look, that girl didn't tell you nothing. Chill. You know what I'm saying? A friend is always supposed to take up for you. But long story short, y'all, that's basically what it is. Never be embarrassed of who you are. Those people are not embarrassed of you. They're embarrassed of themselves. They don't have the nuts. You know what I'm saying? Throughout my lifetime, there's been so many gangsta-ass street niggas who I fuck with. But then when they get around the other street niggas and shit, they change. You know, like, I'm corny. No, nigga, you corny. And you know what? What else? I want to talk about this, too. This real nigga shit. I've had so many fucking people on social media. You know, in 2021, I will never forget this shit. But in 2021, so many rappers, so many actors, so many people that have business, especially in New Orleans. Let me tell you something. When I was living in California and shit, and it's like I say, you know, my little homeless experiment, it was an experiment. It was something that, you know, that I went through on my own. You know what I mean? But I really did succeed in a lot of ways. I really enhanced. I really did become successful in a lot of ways, socially, mentally, physically, spiritually, you know, definitely sexually, you know what I mean? But any fucking way, you know, the thing is that a lot of people from social media, especially from New Orleans, you know, whenever I share this shit or ever I, you know, give them a shout out, a fucking interview, for the people I did interview and try to help and put on and, you know, just show sincere love to, I don't even think I was doing them a favor. It was just something that I wanted to do because I admired them that much. You know, and a lot of them didn't share it. But you know what? For those of you who did share, for those of you who did like, you know, who did comment and you know, I always say people fuck with you when they share. Commenting and inboxing is cool, but a lot of people would inbox me and they'll comment on the shit, you know, that I post of them. And they would be like, oh, thank you for being you, or, you know, I appreciate you, oh, you know, thank you for the love, but they wouldn't share it. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I think they didn't share it because they was embarrassed of me for some reason. You know what I mean? I'm being honest, you know, I'm being real, but whatever the reason was, you know, just know that I did that sincerely, you know what I mean? Or because I think something was cool about you, or sincere, you know, or just dope, or unique, or creative, you know what I'm saying? So just remember that. But just remember when it's my turn, you know what I'm saying, and I'm on top, I'll blow up. You know what I mean? And you be like, hey, Rizzo. Hey, what's up, dude? What's going on? And I act like I don't know your motherfucking ass. Just know why. I ain't fake, bitch. You hear me? Rizzo the hero, man. Love y'all. Peace. Later. I want to add this on, too, before I go. Thank you for those who do share. See, that's a problem. We focus so much, and because our energy gets so burnt up, of those who don't fuck with us, who don't share, who don't really like collaborate, who don't reach out, or who don't show us the appreciation that we feel as if we truly do deserve, to whereas we don't focus on the ones who do. And thank you for those who do. In 2021, man, before this year ends, I want y'all to know that for everyone who's ever fuck with me, heavy, sincere, genuine, whoever taking time out of their day, man, to sincerely and genuine go to my page and see shit and just like things. You know, everyone who's been following me, you know what I'm saying? All of my moves, all of my, you know, just keeping up with me and shit. That shit means the fucking world to me, dog. Real shit. And I love you for that. I don't have to know you or see you or be around you to fucking love and appreciate you. So thank you, Listen Here. Love all y'all. Peace.